Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Barbados. I have been sick and I have not been able to record for a while, but I hope my voice is back to normal. If not, bear with me. I had to get on here to tell you what I think about this interview that Meghan Markle did with Emily Chang. Now, it is quite normal to do these kind of promotional interviews or appearances to promote a project. What is not normal is Meghan Markle's inability to tell the truth. She has a truth disability. It's really hard to watch. I go between feeling very angry and almost sorry for her because when you're given this platform that she's been given and she has all these opportunities to sell herself and make herself likable and relatable, and all she has to do is answer questions directly, tell the truth that we know is the truth, everyone knows, like don't lie about things that everyone already knows is the truth about. I don't know. It would be so easy for her, all of the investment that is put into her. And it's so disrespectful for her to come on here on these interviews, waste these interviewers' time. Emily Chang has 4 children and a career. Why does she need to sit down and listen to Meghan Markle waffle and not answer the question and talk about something else instead of that? And that's disrespectful to Emily. Emily can be at home with her kids or doing actual work. That's interesting. This interview was so bizarre world and Meghan Markle came across so strange that it was hard for me to pick out exactly one part of the interview that I found most egregious. But I decided to go with the name thing, the Sussex thing, because it is 2 things. It's a clapback and it's a lie. So you get 2 for 1 in this case. So I don't know if you remember the way that Meghan Markle responded to Mindy Kaling on season 1 of her cookery show.
Loves it. Funny too that you keep saying Meghan Markle, you know I'm Sussex now.
A bitchzilla comment that was heard around the world. Also, it was debunked around the world. All kinds of royal historians, commentators, and the likes of us YouTubers all said, Meghan Sussex is not her name. It's never going to be her name. Why would she lie like that and tell this woman this at the same time being so rude to the woman? So any interviewer worth their weight, like Emily Chang, had to bring this up to Meghan.
Okay.
What else? You have lots of burning questions.
I have lots of burning questions. What have you learned about yourself since becoming Sussex?
Well, interesting. What I learned about myself is no matter what my name is or what people call me, I'm still the same person. So that didn't change who I am. And maybe that's probably the biggest distinguishing factor.
Give me a tutorial on royal naming conventions. So, like, are you Meghan Sussex? Are you Meghan Duchess of Sussex?
Mm-hmm.
Is Markle even on your passport anymore? Is it, we don't use that term anymore?
Well, when I got married, I changed my name.
Yeah.
To what?
But it's a complicated one for people to understand because a last name is not typical in that construct.
I think we expect a last name, but is that a last name or is that actually
It's not, but
a
it's used roughly or loosely rather. It sounds so silly to say, and I get it because I'm American, and then I went there and I started to understand. Then you come back, and as an American, you go, "I'm so confused."
Yeah.
So explain it.
It's a dukedom.
A dukedom. That's a new word for me.
It's a dukedom.
Okay.
So but that's the truth of it. But at the end of the day, you know, yes. So my legal name is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. But Sussex for us works as our family name, and it's the name that we share with our children. And but yes, since we've been married, that's what I've been called.
And that told us absolutely nothing. So let's answer the question honestly. Meghan Markle, when she married Prince Harry, would have taken his name as everybody else, and no one says that as a complicated thing or very confusing or anything. She would have taken his surname, which is Mountbatten Windsor. Her children would also have the surname Mountbatten Windsor. She cannot change it on her passport to Meghan Sussex because there's nowhere legally that she's Meghan Sussex. So that didn't happen. If anything, she might have changed it to Mountbatten Windsor, but she didn't answer that question, so we don't know. But we know she cannot change it to a name that is not a legal name at all, unless she goes by Deepole and then changes her name to Meghan Elvis Presley Sussex, okay? And then Harry would have to change his name, and the children would have to change their name, which I don't think they're allowed to do until they're 18. What are we doing here? And as for why she wants to be Sussex, she could easily explain that too. Well, I was told by the Queen I'm not supposed to use the Duchess title anymore. And I want to because I'm spiteful. So that's why I keep calling myself Duchess of Sussex / Sussex. Also, the other thing, I want to be Queen of a realm. And by calling myself Meghan Sussex, I feel like I own the county of Sussex and all the people therein. And they are my peasants and my subjects. Oh, there's this other thing, branding. I also stole the name Sussex Royal to put on a website, which I'm also not supposed to be doing, but I like it. And I did it anyway because I want to be brand Sussex when all my other brands fail. And also, I have something called a Sussex Squad, which are by paid online bullies that go around harassing and stalking and threatening anybody who says anything bad about me. So yes, I want to be Meghan Sussex. I mean, that's the truth. She wants it for marketing purposes, and she wants it to spite the royal family, and she wants it to feel like she's big up, like she's a queen too or something. Just say that. But she cannot tell the truth. She had to waffle, go around the corner, tell the woman earnestly. I know, it's crazy. So that's the truth. Then she didn't say anything. She didn't explain anything. She did not explain anything. The next thing she does is take Emily to the bookstore that Oprah introduced her to because she has to remind us all that she knows Oprah, who I don't think really plays with her anymore. But anyway, in this bookstore, we find out that this woman has 4 children, which I really feel she should be spending time with instead of with this fraud Meghan Markle. And that Meghan Markle is learning French, relearning it.
What are you Duolingoing?
I'm Duolingoing French.
Yeah.
I committed to relearning it,
Oh
and
my
so
goodness,
yeah,
I'd love to do that.
it's really fun.
Another clapback. A lot of people have said that she does not speak French, just like she does not speak Spanish. And so now she's saying, I'm relearning it because, I used to learn it. I used to know it and I learned it and now I'm relearning it. And these questions are all contrived and pre-planned and pre-recorded and all that. Another thing she does with this lying is that she repeats these stories that she's been telling us for so long that have made no sense. They will never make any sense, but she keeps repeating them in hopes that the more she says it is the more we will have to give up and believe her. I think that's part of Meghan's bad character flaws, is that she has obviously been overindulged as a child and worn down people so that they just give up and say, okay, Meghan, whatever you say. Okay, Meghan, whatever you want to do. It's a very fatiguing kind of person she is. So she starts talking about these coupons and that she had to learn how to be self-sufficient, even though we know that she was, as I said, very indulged, very spoiled, very privileged growing up. Her father took care of her. He was wealthy. He won the lottery. He had a well-paying job. She wants to pretend that she spawned herself and that she never had a parent who cared about her, as a way of, again, hurting that parent. The fact that she wants to erase even something that animals have to have, which is a parent, is diabolical.
But I grew up clipping coupons. I grew up looking for deals and the sale rack. I always worked. I mean, my first job was when I was 13.
But somehow she was at this school that did this project, a private school that did a project that they sent out to Procter & Gamble, to where Procter & Gamble would notice it, that her father orchestrated the whole thing with the help of Nickelodeon. You know what I'm talking about, what project we're talking about. Yes, the soap commercial. When I was 11 years old, Procter & Gamble, okay? That one. So even though she had no parents, she had to, beg for food and whatever, she had to work as an underage illegal child labor. She had a school and a father, and a private school and a father that helped her to get notoriety with Procter & Gamble. And she changed the face of soap commercials forevermore.
Oh gosh, I remember these, my classmates too. Let's see.
Commercial. I knew something be done because I was
I still make
furious.
that face.
Wait a minute. Maybe it was Procter & Gamble that paid for her life and her university and her study abroad programs. Never thought of that. Speaking of investing, she goes on to talk about investments. And this is what I mean by opportunities. Meghan is given so many opportunities. Here, Emily is actually trying to humanize Harry and humanize Meghan by saying, does Harry invest in things with you?
Do you and Harry do deals together? Any deals?
Yes, absolutely.
What's the sort of working together strategy?
What do we both believe in? What do we think is really going to move the needle? My husband served 10 years in the military. He's obviously very minded about how we show up and do good, how we can be of service, and he looks at it through different lenses as well. So kind of concentric circles.
What's wrong with her voice? I know that it's affected. Like, I know she's doing it on purpose. I know she is, because why is it come in and out? I wonder if we could tie it to specific thoughts and behaviors, like lying. Like, does a vocal fry come out more when she's lying or less when she's lying? I can definitely connect it to when she's just BSing. It seems to be a deeper vocal fry when she just like word salading it out. Yeah, I think that's maybe the connection. Anywho, she goes on to talk about the truth. Funny enough.
If you could choose one thing for people to know the truth about you, what would that one thing be?
No one's ever asked me that.
Oh.
What a great question.
Really?
The one thing. Oh gosh, what's the one thing? Oh gosh,
She still hasn't
you know,
answered.
I think when I sit with it for a second here, I just want people to know that I'm a real person. And I think a lot of that gets lost in what can be super dehumanizing when you look at the clickbait culture and how much is written about someone. It's like, no.
Okay, wait.
My friends have to read those things.
Then you should
Like,
do
I have
them.
real best friends, the same ones since I was 17. You know, like, I'm a real mom. I choose to go and do
Then you
school
shouldn't
pickup
do
and
the
drop
bad
off, but I
behavior then.
do that under.
When you're asked the question, Meghan, what truth about you would you like the people to know? Then it's not an immutable characteristic. It's not something that we physically can see that you're a real person. We physically know that you're a real person. So that's not something you're revealing to people. The truth is going to be something that they don't know, they can't see, they can't look at you and say, you know, they have to be told this because this is something that is a secret that maybe people don't know. It is not a secret that you're a real person. I don't know if you think that the people are so stupid that they think you're a mythical princess fairy or whatever, but that's not how people see you. They see you as a low-rate clawing her way to the top, D-rate actress that then married the lowest hanging fruit of the royal family. Everybody says it that way, and that he's a spare. And when you got him, then you decided to turn it into a racist issue so that you could make money in America, which is very race baitable. Okay. And that's what you did. And when you made the money, then you thought you could continue to make the money because people would like you, but then they didn't even like you. So here we are with you trying to get people to like you, and you're coming across like the most unlikable person in the history of people. And that's the truth about you.
Would you want someone to treat a real person in your life that you cared about or loved
The
or
same way
respected?
we treat people.
And so there's something about that, I think, that often gets lost.
How they're supposed to be treated,
And
depending
even
on their
though earlier I was saying
behavior,
you can
their treatment of
compartmentalize,
you,
I say
and
that's
so
a
on and so forth.
caricature. Yes, but my kids will see those magazines.
But then don't do it.
And we all know moms gossip.
Stop putting your
And
face
so I
out
have to
here.
make a choice to move through the world as myself in spite of all the noise that's created.
Then move
but maybe there would
quietly.
be less noise if people remembered that I'm a real person.
If you don't want
You're a real
noise, then
person.
move quietly
Yeah.
yourself.
I can say I'm here and I can attest to it.
Okay, so that's my whole point of that. Like, we have to sit here all the time. We cannot go on the internet without hearing that Lily Butterface gave us a side glimpse of her running up and kissing a photograph and that Meghan shared. Or we cannot go on the internet without hearing that Meghan Markle is dropping 2 bottles of wine tomorrow on her website that will sell out. We can't do anything without your big head face up in our big head faces. So how do you expect for everyone to just have no noise and nothing to say? And even girl, that's not how it is. That's why celebrities get paid a lot of money. The problem with you is you're not getting paid because nobody wants to buy your stuff because you've already ruined your reputation and your character is deplorable.
You've talked about how important it is to be financially literate, especially for women. To
So
be
the next segment is about financial independence that I picked out here, right? Speaking of all those things I just said. Yeah, she's not financially independent, so why should she give anybody advice on how to be financially independent? If she didn't have the royal family to grift off of and lie on to get stories out there, she would not have a pot to piss in, as they say in the UK. So if you're going to tell girls to go out there and lie and betray their family and their closest friends and people who love them in order to make money so they can be independent, they'll be very independent. They'll be like you and Harry, have no one that wants to be around them.
Every chapter, we're figuring it out for the first time.
Just be yourself, and then you
every single chapter. And then you layer in just the natural change that happens as we get older. I don't think there's anything.
I don't think she's figured out yet that telling the truth is easier than lying. Maybe I'm giving her too much credit by saying that she can't help herself. She lies without being able to stop herself. Maybe she's actually doing it on purpose. Like, she actually is always trying to lie and con people. And that's why her life is so hard.
I guess my version of the closest thing to perfection would be being really comfortable in your own skin.
Oh, she's so crazy.
And I do think that comes with time.
She's so crazy the way she just talks about things that are not her. Can somebody please tell her, right, that there are very intelligent people out here in this world? Like you, my subscribers. I have the most intelligent subscribers. Please leave your comments down below. I love to read your comments because you teach me a lot going forward with this woman. But yes, she thinks people are just going to believe these crazy excuses and lies she makes up. I love you all so much, and you know that. And please don't forget to subscribe, press the bell notification, and yeah, leave all the comments you want to down below, and like the video if you did like it. I love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye.
Bye.